Good morning. Let us learn something new. One more lesson we'll learn about the force, work and energy. Force in our daily life we'll be using to move the things, to pull or push the things, many things. Do you remember? Have you any time observed that? If not, you start observing. That means you can play anything with take a string or take a thread, try to it and just move it around it. Hold it and start moving around it like this with the string. Then in your life you will be holding many things, a container or a small vessel or a book or bag. You are just holding it and keeping it on your back. So that is also you need to apply force, isn't it? So in a day, how many times you are using your force to open, lift or close it? How many things you are doing it? How many times you will do it? You will go in a room and almara is there. You will open the door, or you will if somebody comes to your house, immediately you will go and open the door. In what way? What is the direction that you are opening the door, and for closing, and the direction in what way you are closing the door. So that is one, you need to apply some force. So for little things you need to apply little force, and for more work you are going to apply, you have to apply more force. So that is, have you seen the vegetable vendors or the fruit vendor? They are keeping all the fruits on a cart and they going along with the cart. What do you think that are they applying the force? Yes, they are applying force on the cart. That's why the cart is moving like this in the front. Little bit they bend and they put the force on the cart and the cart will start moving. And suppose if you call them, sometimes you will call them, come here, then how, in what direction they can't turn? They will hold the cart like this and they pull it towards themselves and they move back and come to you. So these are the small things where you have to observe and think it over. So what is that force? A pull or push is called force. So in a big shopping malls or sweet shops, when you go to the sweet shop, it is glass door and the handle, on the handle it is written push. So in that way you are applying the force on the door, on the handle and pushing it and going inside. After the shopping, when you come out, when you want to come out, it is written on the handle pull. Then you are pulling the door towards you and opening the door and going it. So sometimes when you are opening the door, you are pulling in this way, and when you are closing the door, you are closing the door in this way. Suppose if you stand in front of the door, will the door open without any applying the force? No, it will not open. So you need to apply some force on the object and the object moves. It is called force. So a pull or push is called force. So you need, suppose if you are squeezing the cloth in the water, how you are applying the force to take out, squeezing the cloth and removing the water from the cloth. So you are applying that force, that is also there. And one, to climb the hills also you are applying the force. Suppose when you are playing the basketball or anything, you are applying the force on the ball to push it up. So a force can change its way, things move. So that is one, a force can change the direction A force can change the shape of an object. Now I have this duster in my hand. What is this? It is a rectangular shape. But when I apply my force on this duster, it changes its shape. So this is the one. So if I want to move this pencil, it start, because when I am applying my force, that's why the pencil is moving. Have you seen the cricket or hockey or football matches or anything? When they beat the ball at a force, how the ball will be going high and again it's come down in any direction. So that's what it changes the direction. Even the badminton also, you can see the two players are playing. How as the ball going in a direction, the players are also moving in that direction only. Sometimes this way, sometimes that way. So that is why. So force can also occur naturally in a number of forms. Means a boat can sail as per the wind. That is, then a kite also can fly according to the wind force, and or it can run a windmill. Have you seen many times the windmills? When you are traveling, you will find in villages, outskirts of the villages, you will find the windmills. So with the force of the wind, the windmill will be rotating, and this is the windmill. You will find the blades of this windmill and it will keep on rotating. This is the shape of the windmill and it will start rotating with the force of the wind only. Sometimes the force may be more than that. It can uproot the trees also, that is naturally in a number of ways. So it can uproot, floods can come, and with the force of wind, the water also may enter into that. So this is about the force. Here you can see people are applying the force to open the door and to close the door. And here also people are playing, means a child is playing, he is applying force to put it in the basket. Suppose if you don't apply the force to put it on the basket, can the ball go inside the basket? No, it cannot. So you can see the effects of force. So you can feel the effects of force, but you cannot see it. Sometimes it will happen, the stone, it may fall on your feet. Otherwise somebody will come and push you and you will fall down. And a book or anything sometimes falls on your body, then you can feel the effects of the force. So here you can see these people are climbing. He is climbing on a mountain. And the lady, she is applying force on a cloth to squeeze the water. Squeeze means to remove the water from the cloth. Here. And when you are taking out the pencil, that means you are applying less force. And when you are moving a table, you need to apply more force to move the things. See, to take pencil, you are applying less force, and to move a table, you are applying more force. So that is one. And the work is said to be done when you are applying the force and the things are moving forward or backward, anyway, then the work is said to be done. Suppose if I am pushing this wall, can a wall move back? No. Then the work is said no work has been done. So that is why work is said to be done when you are applying the force, when the things are moving. I am taking this book and keeping it one side. So that is work is done. When I am pushing almari full of books and all, I need to apply more force, and when it moves forward, then the work is said to be done. Simply you are sitting and reading a paper or reading a book, then the work is not done. The work is not said to be done. Only when the work is said to be done, when you are doing it something or when you are applying force to move the things, then only work is said to be done. Have you seen a rickshaw puller? He keeps all the things in a cart and he pulls that one and moves away, then only the work is said to be done. Here a weightlifter is lifting the weight and this is work is said to. He is applying the force and moving, lifting it. So then only the work is said to be done. Here apply a lot of force to move, then you are able to do the work. You are able to move a thing with the force. When he is pulling this cart, how he is bending to apply the force, then only the cart is moving. So this is the work is said to be done. Have you seen? Now energy. What is energy? We are doing work, a lot of work, and the things are moving also. See, even the bird also needs energy to fly. And you are also running, playing, sitting, getting up, walking and doing lot of work, household work or something. You are traveling and going out and coming back, and these things are, you need energy. From where do you get this energy? After eating only. What is energy? So energy is the capacity to do work. What is energy? Energy is capacity to do work. Means, see, from where do even I have told you that birds also need energy to fly and go. From where do they get all the living things? Even the plants also need energy to prepare their food. From where do they get? How do get? After eating the food only. We living beings, human beings, we get energy from eating the food. Even the birds also, they go out and search for the food they eat. Even the animals also, they search for the food, they hunt and they eat it. So when they eat food, then only they get the energy to do the work. Suppose if we don't eat food, don't get food, how do you feel? We feel very weak. So that is why then the capacity of work doing it will be very low. It will not be that much of fast how much we get after eating the food. So that is why energy is a capacity to do work. And you will think that yes, the cars, buses and other things are moving. But how do they move? They move with the help of petrol, diesel and petrol. That is a type of energy, fuel that comes under the fuel energy. when the cars and buses, lorries, the trucks, and they all move, how do they move? They move. Suppose if you don't pour petrol in these vehicles, can they move? Your motorcycle or scooty and all, can they move? They don't move because they need petrol. Then only the machine can work and it can move fast. Okay, it can move further. Suppose if the petrol is less in that vehicles, what will happen? Can they move? No, it cannot move fast. After pouring the petrol only, it can move fast. Like that only, if we eat, we get energy to do work. What is energy? Energy is the capacity to do work. Even the animals also, they run after carnivorous animals and all. They run after the other animals to catch hold of them and eat it. So how much energy they need to go and run after them? It's a lot. So that is why we have read, and these are the people who are working. Energy is needed to do work. Can you see these people? A rickshaw puller is pulling, and the child wants to lift up the box, and the person is walking, and the animal, you can see the animal runs fast, means horse runs fast. There are many other sources of energy that you use in your day-to-day life. You will learn more about them in the higher classes. They get energy. See, which vehicles they get energy from the fuels. Fuel means the petrol and the diesel are the fuels, that is energy. And we human and animals and the birds also, they get energy by eating. With this we have completed the force, work and energy, this lesson. In the next class, we'll be writing the new words and the question answers. Thank you.